Welcome to Rohit Shikshan Sanstha's e-learning platform. Standard 7th, lesson number 4.2. Unke Munke Timpetoo. As we know, Mook and his friend, they were running around the banyan tree. At the time Mrs. Grover entered there, she just looked at me with the hard, light green eyes of hers, as if she was trying to see right into my heart. I dropped my head and said softly, I hope it will. Well, she returned, if you believe so, go and finish your rounds. She turned, saying, and while leaving, would you mind using the front gate? I did finish the remaining 6 rounds and left her garden using the front gate. I swore that I would never return. And then the great moment came. I opened my gifts, rejoiced over my new pair of shoes and the hand knitted pullover, and then my eyes fell on a parcel, a big parcel. I had never received such a big parcel earlier. To Rohan Khanna, I read from Unke Munke Timpetoo. I started at Mook, and he looked as surprised as I was. My mother asked, who is Unke Munke Timpetoo? Isn't that an unusual name? Yes, I said, very unusual indeed. I bent over the parcel and began to unpack it. I removed the strings and the paper impatiently. Finally, I removed the colorful gift wrapping and found a table tennis set. It was not a brand new table tennis set, but it was a fabulous one. Wow, I whispered, just wow. Till today, Mook swears he has nothing to do with it, and so do my parents. Means here Mook is telling to his friend that he has nothing done with, or he doesn't have any idea about that parcel. I wondered if old Mrs. Grover was responsible for the surprise. I wondered for a very long time. Means here Mook's friend thought about the gift, about who has gave it. Maybe Mrs. Grover? One day I gathered up all the courage I possessed and went to meet Mrs. Grover. I used the front gate and rang the bell. I had gone over my lines 100 of times, but when she looked down on me with her pale green eyes, I felt my heart sink. Means he afraid Mrs. Covers. He is unable to speak anything in front of her. And my courage vanished, and all I could do was stutter like an idiot. Good afternoon, madam. Do you, did you, have you, sorry, but do you believe in Unke Munke Timpetoo? Mrs. Grover continued to look at me with a strange look in her eyes. She replied, softly but seriously, yes, I do believe in Unke Munke Timpetoo. I had wished to have somebody over for tea today, and here you are. Now, isn't it a perfect example of Unke Munke Timpetoo? She smiled, and she looked so different, almost human. From that day onwards, Mook and I went to see old Mrs. Grover quite often. Not only because she made the best tea and had the best cookies. No, we went because we liked her, and then we had one thing in common. We all believed in Unke Munke Timpetoo. The lesson is written by Sigrun Srivastav from Some More Short Stories. Thank you very much.